Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
3 turnovers. Can you just speak to how impressed you are with that and the control that those guys showed out there?
Oh, I've been extremely impressed with how our guys been able to take care of the basketball. Not trying to jinx or anything like that, but it says a lot about how we prepare in practice, and it's having a carryover throughout the game. The trust factor that is happening with guys like Dougie as a freshman, Kobe. Obviously he's a sophomore, but he's playing a lot of minutes this year. You can almost think like he's a freshman, but he's not. No disrespect. Jet being a freshman, missing a guy like Jalen Llewellyn, who just had surgery. Thank God the surgery went well. But it's impressive to see with the preparation that happens in practice that our guys are having a good carryover in the game and just trying to make the simple play.
You see the game slowing down for Doug a little bit in that respect?
Oh, Doug is, he has a chip. He's also a smart player. He's aggressive. There are going to be some times, as freshmen, always do, and I was once a freshman, you're going to make some mistakes on the floor. But I just see that, with the ball in his hands, we all trust that he's going to make the right play.
How impressed were you with the team not only responding to the first 11-0 run, but then a 14-0 run? A couple times you got big leads, they chipped away.
Yes, that's part of the attitude and also the mindset. Our guys understand that this game is all about runs. No one got bent out of shape as far as when they made their run. We know that Penn State's a great team, shoot the ball extremely well. It was important for us to just take our time and go back and make the right play, or we can get a bucket. Credit to how we responded to those runs. But the mindset is always stay the course and let's get another stop on the other end.
Juwan, Maryland game, and then tonight defense is really ramped up. Can you talk about that? And Hunter specifically, I thought there were some times tonight he looked outstanding defensively. Can you address that?
We still didn't meet our goal. They shot 44% for the field, but I have to give the guys credit. In the first half defense was pretty solid, but in the second half with those runs, getting some open looks was because of some mental breakdowns, mental mistakes. But we'll keep growing in that area. But if we want to, be a team that's going to, make an impact throughout the game, it has to be on the defensive end. We got enough offensive firepower, and we saw that tonight. With the balanced scoring that we had, with 4 guys in double figures, and there were 2 guys very close to being in double figures. We have to make sure that we become a defensive team before we start thinking about points.
There was a point in the second half where Penn State tied it up, and you guys responded with a really dominant 14-0 run. Was there anything that you made adjustments on, or did you say anything to try to help make that big run?
Well, we talked about it, timeout, and the conversation was very balanced from players to players, coach to players, coaches to players. But the key with us is, we got to stay the course, and that was the main thing that was said. That that when that message is said, everyone knows what that means.
Abigail?
The players just talked about Jalen talking to you guys on the phone in the locker room just now. How important is it for him to continue to stay involved in the program?
Well, he's on the team. He's one of our family members, and that's one of their brothers who are going through a tough time right now. It's very important for as a group and as a family that we support a young man who is going to go through a difficult stretch, who wants to be out there on the floor, but unfortunately, his season got cut short. We praying that he will, and the road to recovery starts today. And knowing Jalen, he's as disciplined, as mature as he comes. So he's going to do what's right and what's asked when it comes to his rehabilitation.
Coach has time for a couple more.
Coach, as far as things like beyond the box score, winning plays, have you seen more of those things that you really look for as a coach that maybe, again, we don't see in the box score these last couple of games?
Well, yes, there are things that behind the scenes that, you talk about the culture and what, how the team has been having a buy-in, the sacrifice that happens, with guys who You look at it like last game when we played against Maryland, like Will had an impact, and he played, and then tonight he didn't play, and he was so active and so into the game and encouraging, his guys. And Jace did not play as much versus Maryland. Well, he played a lot tonight, and that type of stuff where guys are not moping about their minutes, about their shots, but they just giving life and breathing life to guys who are in the game and guys that are out of the game. That says a lot about who they are, their character, and what they're all about and how they represent this university the right way.
Paul, you want to close this out?
Hey, Juwan, Penn State hasn't committed many turnovers this year. What was key for you guys to be able to score 15 points off turnovers today?
Well, yeah, you're right. They do a great job, taking care of the basketball. It looked at it like, okay, well, who's going to make the first mistake? Because we've done well, and I don't want to jinx ourselves, but we try to take care of the ball and limit our turnovers. So basketball is a possession game. Knowing that Mike is a hell of a coach, and with some of the offensive actions and all the shooting that he has on the floor, we can't give them extra possessions because that puts you in a tough situation. We also talked about where offensive rebounds. They got too many offensive rebounds tonight. And we will continue to keep growing in that area. But, give credit to our young men. Being the first day of classes, hadn't had class because they've been, winter break like yourself. It's hard. You go to class the first day, and you've been on a break, and then you have to retrain your brain and also your energy level. And then to come in the afternoon, late afternoon I'm speaking of, and then come out and play a ball game at night. That's a long day. That's a very long day, and they students first. So I really respect how our guys responded by being the first day of class and then come out here and have a game on that first day and come out and play against a tough team like Penn State and respond and get a win. That's big. Go Blue.